chapter 6. Just a quick Bible study for everybody. It says in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle, this is the point right here, verse 12. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. Two things. Number one, you must understand that it is not only the police. I'm sorry, y'all. We live in Oakland. We live in a city where BART police can shoot a man in the back and basically get 2 years, something like that. So anyway, and a lot of people in this community believe that their fight is against the police, or their fight is against people in different hoods or in different area codes. Richmond against Oakland, Oakland against San Francisco, or in the same city, East Oakland against West Oakland. This tells us that our fight is not against flesh and blood. And somebody might be saying, well, you don't know what I just saw this morning, or you don't know who I just saw get shot this morning. Let me tell you something, that your fight, your battle is not against the one who's doing the shooting. It's not against the one who is pulling the trigger, but it's actually against the one who has influenced the mind of the person who's pulling the trigger. Who is influencing the person who's shooting, who is pimping, who is prostituting, who is stealing, who is robbing, who is influencing you when you refuse to forgive, when you want to be bitter, when you want to hold a grudge, when you don't want to write a letter and apologize. We wrestle not against flesh, against blood, but we wrestle against principalities, against authorities, against an evil realm, against an evil, wicked government. You think Illuminati is something? Satan's workshop will blow Illuminati's mind. Okay? Understand this, that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He is an organized force. Satan does not like you. He does not want you to be successful. He does not want you to do well. He doesn't want you to have a healthy relationship with your mother or your father or your brother or your sister. He hates us. He wants to destroy us. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus says, I come that you might live, and that you might live to the full. What does that mean? That means that I am coming, Jesus says, I am coming that you might know what living really is, and I want to show you how to live. Satan says, I want you to die. But he doesn't ever come to us saying, die, die, die. He says, waste your life doing what feels good, what looks good, and what sounds good. And forget about living to something higher, greater than yourselves. Live beneath your potential. Waste your brains. Waste all the cells you have going for you. Waste all the energy you have in your youth. Right? Party and go to the club and be as selfish as you possibly can. Even if you don't do the party thing or the club thing, be as selfish as you possibly can. Get yours. Get all you can while you can. Make as much money as you can so you can be as independent as you possibly can. So you can hoard as much as you want to hoard. So you can push God out. Get as much stuff as you can so you can edge God out. Shoot, I got 15 seconds. We're going to talk about this later. But our fight is not against humans. It is an evil world order that God is trying to expose right now for some of you guys who've never even heard this before. There's an evil world order, a demonic force, the devil's workshop. And they come Just like it says in the book of Job, Job chapter 1, God's like, hey, dude, Satan, what are you doing around here? The devil says, I'm walking to and fro, looking for somebody who I can kill, who I can devour. That's all I'm here for. I'm here to ruin people's lives. And for those who are like, blah, 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 whatever, my question is this. Where does evil come from? Where's the source of evil? And if you know that evil is real, what are you doing about evil? What are you doing to stop evil? This ain't no Batman stuff, ain't no Superman stuff, but who is your Superman? Who is your Batman? Or are you Batman and are you Superman? And if you're Batman and you're Superman, how are you fighting the demonic forces out there? What I suggest is this. Number one, you can't fight the devil. The devil's going to smack you in the face every time. You'll lose every time. That's number one. Number two, because you cannot fight him, just like my older brother had to defend me a lot of the times because the people that were trying to get me were bigger than me, okay? You need an elder brother who will defend you and who will fight your battles. I don't know about you, but my elder brother, his name is Jesus Christ. Think about that. I would love to know who your elder brother is if his name ain't Jesus. I love you guys.